30's a big birthday, and I knew we needed to do something to match the occasion. So tonight, we're dining at Disney's most exclusive dining reservation inside the kitchen of their Michelin-starred restaurant, Victoria and Albert's at the Grand Floridian. This is probably the fanciest we'll ever be in our lives, but we are so excited to walk into a semi-mystery 13-course tasting menu. We were the first ones seated in the restaurant before service actually opened. We're walked through the kitchen, greeted by every chef, poured a little welcome toast as well as a non-alcoholic opening cocktail. Prickly pear with some smoky and acidic compliments. It was so light and refreshing before the canapes came out. From the way things were brought to the table down to how they were presented, so much of this meal felt welcoming and homey, even for something so refined. This little tart shell made out of purple potato was absolutely exquisite. One of those things you look at and eat and just go, I have no idea how you could do that, and I'm back here in the kitchen literally watching you do it. All of these opening tasters were incredible, and next came the caviar with a mezcal spray on top that I wanted to just stick up my nose and squirt the rest of the night. The caviar was nice, not overly briny, and this tuile made of masa and chocolate put together with everything else kind of made it feel like you were eating a fish taco with a mole. But here was my favorite bite of the evening. Hiramasa with the sauce similar to an aguachile that was just absolutely divine. It was super tart and bright with a little bit of heat. One of those sauces I would put on literally everything and be so happy. Watching this chef dress these fish, we were so excited for them to come out, and it absolutely lived up to the expectation. And the bread on the side with the mousse-like carabinero on top was amazing for sopping everything up. Then came a little focaccia bite with some incredible olive oil balsamic. You guys know what I do for bread and butter, especially something on this level. From the moment we walked in, we had been watching them prep these coals for grilling these scallops. These things were so big, they looked like steak medallions, and we were so excited for them to come out. This plate as a whole tasted like eating Thanksgiving dinner. It was incredible, with apple and lardo swimming in this like gravy. Oh my lord. Every time chef pulled out this duck to slice, we were locked in. This duck is dry aged for 10 to 14 days with pickled daikon and a little like rice cake. Oh my gosh, it lived up to the hype. But its side piece was vying to be the superstar. It reminded us of an Indian pani puri, but filled with duck confit. Next came an array of lamb with accoutrement, some beautifully cut, almost raw sweet potato that were amazing, and a little quenelle of mandarin that did things in my mouth I didn't know was possible. The star of the show was the A5 Wagyu, but its little wrapped present on the side of Ram's cream spinach, potatoes with a bacon jam hidden underneath was absolutely divine. I get excited for any cheese course, and this one blew me away. A luscious blue cheese swimming in a pool of guava. This piece was a work of art, and I was very excited about destroying it for my own pleasure. Finally, we made it to dessert with a coffee service, this wild coffee contraption, and took our first look at the menu. We chose to go in blind, and I'm glad we did. The menu's beautiful, but it truly doesn't capture the experience, and so I'm glad we got to walk in all on our own and see everything that came out of it. Candied carrot and praline ice cream, something I didn't know I needed in my life, but I want 100 of them. As we moved through the dessert courses, we mourned that we were meeting the end of our meal, and although our stomachs asked us to stop 2 hours ago, by the end they said no, let's go round 2, ending on an incredibly unexpected bite with these little pineapple canapes. It was the perfect note to a perfect evening of getting to meet and interact with the team behind this incredible meal, watch the precision and technicality with which they do all of their work, celebrate my wife's 30th birthday, and have some bites that I know we will never forget. If I win the lottery, I'm not going to tell anybody, but trust me, there will be signs, like a collection of these menus.